Welcome everybody to the channel. This is Stargasm. Like, share, subscribe. So I just wanted to briefly go through this video. I've watched it already, so you don't have to. I don't really want to spend too much time on the video, so we may do some skipping ahead. But essentially in this video, she is coming to prove her case. But through the video, it's hour plus video. However, it's just a lot of talking, a lot of babbling, a lot of buffering, talking about unrelated topics, and she's just trying, I guess, to confuse and just a lot of filler, right? So we're gonna listen to this call that she makes out to Dollar Bank. Now, if you guys remember, initially it was only about Hamilton Bay as well as Chase Bank. Those were the only two banks that were ever brought up. Now we have a third bank, Dollar Bank. And she's calling Dollar Bank. Now, she's saying the check came from Dollar Bank. That's who cut the check, Dollar Bank. But remember, she redacted that on a check. So why redact Dollar Bank if that's who cut the check? That's nothing to redact. That's, you know what I'm saying? So, but she redacted that. So we don't know if the check came from Dollar Bank, but we'll get to that later. So let's listen to the call.
Marianne here. We have this famous check circulating on YouTube. Everybody had a chance to make video, comment. So today, I'm sitting down to address the check. But before I start, I promise it's not going to be a 4-hour video, but there's a lot.
So that's a dig. She promises it's not going to be a 4-hour video. We know Lennon Honor typically does about a 4-hour average video. All right, so she's throwing a little cutesy dig out there. Ma'am, none of your videos are 4 hours, and you know, but let's go ahead.
That I want to cover. We're going to do some phone calls. We're going to do a lot of stuff because
we're going to do some phone call or phone calls because she only did one call, but we're going to do some phone call.
A lot went down regarding this check. So I want to start with this.
Hi, Mary. This is Debbie calling from Elevate Corporate Security in Cleveland. It is Wednesday. I will be in the office till 3:30. There will be someone in the security department until 5. We can be reached at 216-736-8882. Again, 216-736-8882. Please feel, please feel free to call your local branch to verify that I do actually work for Dollar Bank. Just let them know it is Debbie in Cleveland, and they could transfer your call to me. Thank you.
Okay.
So she holds her little phone up to the screen to let us hear that voicemail. Why? The lady did not confirm anything. All she did was give her name and contact information. So we could have omitted that voicemail because it proves nothing. But okay, let's move forward.
Hold on, fam. Like, oh my God. She still haven't addressed the check yet. So the local number, we're going to do this together step by step. And follow me. I'm addressing the check. Just please patiently follow me. 1-440-937-3100. You all can.
Now, notice she did not call this number. That's the number that she didn't call, but she's calling Dollar Bank. Wouldn't this be Dollar Bank's number? Maybe? No? Okay. Let me, I'm going to go ahead and start this back up. Sorry.
I'm going to hit the call button. Oh, she calling her friend. How we know she calling the bank? Here we go. Okay.
Calling the Dollar Bank office in Avon. Please listen carefully and select from the following 3 options. If you are inquiring about the hours of this branch, please press 1. If you are calling to inquire about your balance, account history, payments, or transfers, and would like to be transferred to our push-button telephone banking, please press 2. If you would like to speak with a branch representative, please stay on the line. Thank you.
I'm sorry, where am I calling, please?
Yeah, Dean Perella.
Okay, Dean Perella. Am I calling Dollar Bank?
Yeah, I said thanks for calling Dollar Bank. Name on the Dean speaking.
Okay, I just want to make sure I got that.
Today we have just 2 individuals.
Okay,
so.
I'm not sure who to talk to. I need you to follow up with Debbie. She's with the investigation team in Cleveland, Ohio. She was retrieving a check for me from 2025 for $68,600, and I wanted to follow up with a thank you.
Now, peep how she threw this 68,600 figure out to this guy, the guy that's not going to help her, the guy that's not going to check on the check. She's throwing this figure out to him. But once she gets Debbie on the line, she's not going to throw that figure out to her. But let's watch.
Swift she was. She, if you could kindly connect me, because in her message she said the branch could connect me to them, to her.
Okay.
Her name is Debbie.
Available. Yeah, no, I know Debbie. She is awesome. I'm just not sure if she is available.
Okay, well, can you kindly connect me to Debbie?
Yeah, yep. Let me see if I can.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't see that she's available at the moment. Can I get you at least a number to call? That way you can ask for the name?
You could connect me to the investigation department, yes.
Okay, yeah, I don't have that internal number that you're there. That's for that.
Okay, so hold on.
I do have our account services team though. They should be able to get you there.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what her, wait. Let me see what her message says.
Yeah, sure thing.
Her message says, the local bank will be more than happy to connect you with the Cleveland office. Okay, all right, go ahead. Thank you.
And that's exactly the number that I'll give it to. Is our Cleveland office, our downtown office.
That's the investigation for a check where they look in for what you need.
Yeah. When you connect to this back office team, if you request that to be connected to that specific department, they should be able to transfer you over there.
Well, she helped me already. I wanted to follow up.
You have the downtown number though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to follow up with a thank you. So you're going to connect me to her? Thank you.
She want to follow up with a thank you. Come on now.
I'm going to connect you to our back office team.
Thank you.
Okay. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Do you want the number too, just to have in case?
No, just connect me, please.
I can do that. Okay. Give me 1 second.
This is the investigation team for that check. But yeah, hope.
This call will be recorded for quality assurance. You have reached the Banking Services Center. All agents are currently assisting other customers. Please. Good afternoon, Dollar Bank. Yvette speaking.
Yvette, is this the security department in Cleveland?
It is not. No, ma'am. This is the call center.
Okay, can you connect me?
How can I help you?
I need to get to the investigation office for Dollar Bank in Cleveland, Ohio. And then the individual that I need to talk to is Debbie.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Ann Lorient. Lorient.
I'm sorry, Lorant?
No,
Okay. And did Debbie call you, Miss Marianne?
Yes, she certainly did. She instructed me to call the local branch to verify that she works in security for a Dollar Bank. She was checking on a check for me from 2025 for $68,600, and I want to follow up with a personal thank you for her swift help.
All right, no worries. Let me see if Debbie is.
She want to follow up with a personal thank you. So you don't want to follow up with evidence? You don't want to follow up with the amount of the check, the date of the check, the payor? You just want to follow up with a personal thank you. Why are we hearing this call? Why are you providing this call? Like, this is not a receipt.
Well, hold on one moment, okay?
Thank you. We're gonna go step by step, family. My character was assassinated, so y'all could at least give me that little grace. I'm not mad with anybody. I'm gonna extend grace to everyone. Everyone. The grace
Step by step with a thank you. Okay.
wasn't extended to me. Okay. And then after this, there's a lot. I'm gonna give y'all a lot today. I hope y'all got your pen and pad. Now, keep in mind, this call was Wednesday. Leonard went live on Thursday. All right, let's jot that down. Hello?
Security, this is Debbie.
Debbie, this is Ann Lorient. How are you? I was just calling to say thank you for the follow-up with the check you helped me for the Dollar Branch Bank in Avon, Ohio for the $68,600.
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all see she muted the phone. Are you kidding me? Do I need to run that back? When she said thank you for following up with the check, and then she said she muted the phone, said 68,600 and unmuted the phone. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Hold on, we got to run that back. We have to run that back. Hold on.
I know you're very busy. This call was Wednesday. Leonard went live on Thursday. All right, let's jot that down. Hello?
Security, this is Debbie.
Debbie, this is Ann Lorient. How are you? I was just calling to say thank you for the follow-up with the check you helped me for the Dollar Branch Bank in Avon, Ohio for the $68,600.
Oh, no problem.
Now I know y'all saw that. See, that I didn't even peep on when I watched the video before I came to do this one. She literally muted the phone when she said 68,600 and unmuted the phone. Oh my God. Oh my God. So Miss Debbie didn't hear that. She didn't hear the 68,600. She was muted for that part. We got to run that back. I'm sorry, y'all. That's going to be the last time I do it, but that is crazy. Let's run that back. Oh my God.
Okay, Debbie. All right, let's jot that down. Hello?
Security, this is Debbie.
Debbie, this is Ann Lorient. How are you? I was just calling to say thank you for the follow-up with the check you helped me for the Dollar Branch Bank in Avon, Ohio for the $68,600.
Oh, no problem.
Now I know y'all heard that. If you got an iPhone, she literally muted just for the amount. But she didn't do that when she was talking to the last two representatives that wasn't going to help her look into her account. She just did that with Miss Debbie. Yo, y'all have to, oh my God. I hope Mr. Lennon Honor catches this. I really do, because I know he's going live later tonight. I hope he catches that. This lady literally just muted her phone. I am so tempted to rewind that again, y'all, but I'm not going to do it. Y'all can rewind. But nonetheless, she literally just muted the phone just for the 68,600. You see, this lady is a liar, dude. Wow. When I think that I can't be more astonished with this lady, she just blew me out the water with that one. She just blew me out the water with that one. When Lennon say that this lady is a piece of work, for real, she is something. She is something, because, and it's like you doing it right in front of us, lady. You don't think that we know what a mute sound, what the mute, and you see her tapping it, so you see her doing it with her hand. She did mute for 6,800, unmute as soon as she finished saying 68,600. As soon as she finished, she unmuted the phone. There's no combating that. You can't fight it. She literally muted the phone. That is really insane.
Okay, Debbie, I know you're very busy, but my mother brought me up to follow her to thank you. You were swift, you were kind, and I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you, Debbie. Have a lovely day. All right, before we...
Look at this lady. Look at this lady. Okay, you were swift and just wanted to say thank you. No, the call should have went more like, it doesn't even matter, because y'all see she just muted the phone. It should have went like, hey, can we re-verify that amount? You see, Miss Debbie, she didn't say the amount. Can you verify again, what was the amount that check cleared for? Do you have the last digits of the check number? And exactly what date did that check clear for? Things of that nature. That's what I thought we was going to be hearing. Now, remember, we finna make some phone call, aka one call to Dollar Bank, which was never brought up, just to say thank you. Look at this lady face. Now she finna get into it, huh? After she just muted right in front of our face like we some idiots. Wow. I am blown away. She called to say thank you. Follow up with a thank you. Why do we have to hear that call? Even though you clearly muted for the 68,600. She literally muted for the amount. I am blown away. Let me go ahead and play this video, y'all. I'm so sorry, but that really has me like in a chokehold right now. Cause I didn't even see that when I first watched the video before I came to make this one. I didn't even peep that, because it's so hard listening to this lady, because she's so full of crap. So it's hard even paying attention to her, to me. Now, say before I would listen. I am okay, y'all. Let's play the video, and I might do a little bit of skipping, but let's go ahead and see what she said, because she got her hand up, and you see she doing her theatrics, and so let's see.
Show the check. Let's talk, fam.
Not her fixing her shirt.
I got an email. He wants to settle. I'm going to address that check that went around. Be patient. Y'all going to give me this. I deserve that. My character was assassinated. I deserve that. I received an email.
You just really assassinated your own character muting that phone. But go ahead, ma'am.
He's tired of going back and forth with you. He doesn't want to bicker. I don't have my laptop. I should read it word for word. My laptop's over there. He doesn't want to bicker. He wants to sit down for a settlement. Are you open to that? I'm like, oh, he's joked. I said, I'm open to it. They're like, wonderful. In the email, there was the date, the place. There was no cash offer. So I hung up with them. I called my lawyer. Oh, is she flexing? I'm not flexing. Just like some of you pay car insurance, you pay your cable. Because of the nature of what I do, I have an attorney. Every month I pay a little fee. If something goes south, something don't go right, because I'm a paying client, I don't have to be looking for a lawyer, trying to pay some retainer fee. I'm already an existing client. That service comes speedy to me. I call my lawyer. What's up, Marianne? I say, hey, I got this email. They want to sit down. They want to negotiate. There's a time, there's a date. And she goes, forward me the email. Do not respond. I said, well, I already said yes, but I'm going to forward you the email. I said, I want my money because I've been barking. I want my donation money because there's no school. She's like, okay, forward me the email and I will follow up and I will ask them, until we have this meeting to communicate directly with me. Okay. That was the letter. That was the email. Following day, I got a certified letter. You have to sign for it. And the letter, they're like, your attorney. Now, let me back up. I got to go slow because I don't want to lose nobody. My attorney did follow up before the day was over. Hey, all is confirmed. We're going to meet them to see what they're talking about, to see if you like the negotiation. Fine. So that's done. I didn't share that. What's going on with the phone? I hope it's not dying on me. I didn't share that with anyone. When I got that certified letter, the certified letter said, got your attorney response. We look forward to sitting down with you. Hope both parties could come to an agreement. You will find an offer check. That's that check I sent to Leonard. Follow me, fam. And I'm like, okay.
So she's seeing an offer check. So you see at the bottom of this check, you see to receive your cash offer. So she's playing on an offer word, an offer check, as if, I guess, it's a different check from the one that she cashed that she can't produce. An offer check. They're going to send you an offer check. When do people send a fake check in place of a real check? It just doesn't make sense, but let's go ahead.
Checks in there. I didn't call the attorney. I got excited. Leonard's my boy. I called him. We had a conversation. I said, man.
73688.
Oh my God, sorry. Get back where we were.
My attorney did follow up before the day was over. Hey, all is confirmed. We're going to meet them to see what they're talking about, to see if you like the negotiation. Fine. So that's done. I didn't share that. What's going on with the phone? I hope it's not dying on me. I didn't share that. I read the thing, the check's in there. I didn't call the attorney. I got excited. Leonard's my boy.
Now that he didn't cut ties with you, now he your boy. Okay.
I called him. We had a conversation. I said, man, he's settling. I got a check. We're going to sit with them. They want me to sign some paper. He want peace. I was elated.
So you got the check first, and then you went to sit with him. Make it make sense.
The honor was elated. We were on the phone for like 10 minutes. He's the first person I told about this check. Follow me. Conversation's over. Now, conversation over. Leonard know this check is it. And then end the conversation. And then on his show, when I explode, I said, Mr. Honor, this is the weirdest looking check. Yo, I'm not even gonna put this check in my account. I shared this with Honor. And Honor confirmed it on his video. Y'all go back and look at that video. I said, I'm not gonna put this in my account. I don't trust Umar as far as I could throw him. I'm gonna open an account and deposit this check. Okay? That's what I told him. Hold on, family. Y'all gonna be patient with me. Because we're not doing this in the YouTube street. Okay? Now look at this. So I'm gonna read it. I don't have no fancy slide. Here we go.
We gonna be patient with her, and we not doing this in the YouTube streets, but we muting calls. We muting phones when it comes to the amount, right? We gonna do that in the YouTube streets, though, right? Okay.
Regardless, if he paid her, she still sent you a fake check to post publicly. Laugh, like LMO, that's laugh my ass off, I believe that means. That makes her question, that makes me question her integrity. Y'all gonna give me this today, because we're not doing this in these YouTube streets. Okay? We're not. That we're not gonna do. After Mr. Leonard and I talked, this wasn't a verbal. This wasn't text. Can you send me a screenshot of the check? Back and front. That's in text. You're fair, Mr. Leonard. You're fair. You need to come out here and address this. So, you sent him a fake. You try to destroy his channel. When I got it, what I said, I sent it. I sent the check. I gave him the check. I told y'all I gave him the check. I didn't have nothing to lie. I screenshot the front. I screenshot the back. I sent it.
Negative. You screenshotted the front of the fake check, and then you screenshotted the back of a real check, which was probably a blank check. But the back of the check was not the same as the check that she posted initially. They're two different checks that she has in the pictures, okay? Bottom line. So the back of the check looks like it could be real, but we know that the initial check, or the only check that she has provided, was a fake check. And the back of that said fake check was clearly white paper.
That's the day the check came. Okay? Mr. Honor had the check. Now, family, this whole thing was a fiasco. He handled it poorly. The front and the back check is in your possession. You're a cybersecurity. When we were on the phone, I vocalized to you, this is the weirdest check I seen. I don't trust him. I even told you. He confirmed it on his channel. Y'all go back to that when me and him was going back to Mr. Honor. I told you I was uncomfortable. That check's not going in my account. I'm gonna open an account. Stay with me. Y'all gonna give me this. Y'all gonna give me this time. Hold on.
Look at all the antics, right? And he handled it poorly. Negative. He did not handle it poorly. He handled it properly, but maybe her words are off.
You guys are gonna give me this time. My girlfriend, she's gonna have to wait. This is important. Okay? My boy, the check, he requested a copy. I gave it to him. When me and him on the phone, we were happy. We were elated. One for the team. And then during the phone call, I'm like, man, I don't know. I know this check's going about. I thought we were going to get him on this school thing. It's funny. We're going to get him on false check. We laughed. It was good. It was good. Okay? Now, so he has this check. So he had plenty of time to examine this check. We're going to stop right there. Here we go. The following day, I knew we had to go sign this disclosure. I went, I explained step by step. It was that letter came on a legit head, and then that check, my name, my address, 68600 is on that check. That check that circulate all over YouTube.
Right, the one from Dollar Bank that you redacted everything off of. And let me just quickly throw this in there. I screenshotted this off of Google. I'm not familiar with Dollar Bank, but again, this is how their checks look, right? So, and as you see, they have the Dollar Bank logo right there on the bottom left. And as you see, there's a check number, routing number, whatever that is, on the bottom left, right? That's on all checks. We all know that, right? Okay. This is her check. Clearly, this is not a Dollar Bank check. but she's saying that it's a dollar bank check. There's no numbers at the bottom of it. There's a void on the top of it, but there's no numbers on the bottom, and the dollar bank logo is not there because it would be further to the left, closer to the left corner. So look at this fake check. No numbers at the bottom. And look at their check. And as you see, the memo, you have the memo line down there. The memo line on this dollar bank check is on the far right. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Family. Family. Okay, let me stop.
There, we're sitting, in my video, I'm not going to go bowl to bowl. In my video, I explained the interaction that happened. I said, I was with my attorney. He's there. This is some long shark stuff. I didn't say that in the video. With Leonard, I said, Mr. Honor, this was some long shark stuff. Let me tell you why I came up with this long shark stuff.
Are you kidding me?
He's in the letter. I was supposed to bring the letter in that check that's in the letter. That check I screenshot, I sent to Leonard. So when we both sat down, my attorney, now mind you, I didn't share with my attorney, I got this certified letter or the check yet, but we're here. We're here. So while we were at the table, one said, did you bring that letter that we sent you with the check? I said, yes, I most certainly did. And I said, what check? And he's like, no, I was to give her an offer to see if she was okay with it. And he's like, well, I'm her attorney. What is the offer? I need to discuss with her to see if my attorney is here for my benefit, to protect me. So yeah, there was paperwork. And I'm like, I'm comfortable with the amount because you know what? I didn't care. I was getting something from him. I'm getting my donation money back. I'm getting my, so that tells me a lot about, when I came out with this, that tells me a lot about her. Look, I donated to FDMG. I did, for the period of time, $10,000 donation altogether in FDMG. I was going to get my money back. Thank you very much, everybody. And then the rest of the check was for the hardship doing the movie where they were fair, where they felt, where he didn't cooperate. I lost money. Stop it. Stop it. You understand? You understand? So,
No, we don't understand. We just understand that you're just buffering and saying a whole lot of nothing.
the letter, and then with that check. Now, on that check, my name, my address, and that amount. And a check was given, a live check was given. But this is what troubled me. On the check, and my attorney pointed that out immediately.
Okay, so you see how she said then a live check was given? So you received the check, then you had to go sit down with them and sign a disclosure, and now you're talking about then you got a live check. So was it two different checks? And if so, then why wouldn't you have updated him with the live check? The live one, not the dead one, the live one.
The check was a check from Dollar Bank. You understand? This is where Dollar Bank's coming. That's how I opened the video. The check was a check from Dollar Bank. The name was on top. My attorney's like, look.
If it was a check from Dollar Bank, then why did you redact that information off of what you provided as proof?
Signing disclosure. Yes, you guys, she's okay with the amount. His name's not on the check. Now keep in mind, they send email. They didn't put the amount in the email. They're like, they want to sit down. When they send the letter, we send look at the offer check. And the letter is referred to as offer check. Now these attorneys, listen, there's crooked attorney. Yo, you're gonna pay her some money. We're not comfortable you sending her this check that's not a real check. And I told Honor, this is the weird, me and Mr. Honor discussed it. You understand? So when they gave the check, he's like, yo, she's not going to take this check. As her attorney, I can't let her get up from this table to take this check. His name needs to be somewhere in the check. And the memo, his government name was in the memo. I'm like, that's good enough for me. I took the check.
So she received the check in the mail. Then she sat down with him and got a check? Is that what she's going with? So she's leading to it being 2 checks. Yet she still hasn't presented this second check. But I think she's confusing herself and getting caught up in her lies. It was only 1 check because she's still standing on the fact that she sent the check to Lennon Honor. She's still standing on that. But she's confusing herself with her own lies.
I took the check. By the time the meeting was over, it was summertime. It was hot. I think it was the end of August, beginning of September. I know it was really warm that day because I had like a navy blue suit and I felt like I was sweating out the suit. I was real warm. By the time we left them, the bank was closed. The bank was closed. And then I'm running to my car when I said, I'm going to run. Me and Deloria, we're joking. I said, I'm going to run to the bank. Knowing Umar, this check going to bounce. This check going to bounce. He laughed. We're running them hills. Okay? This is where I made the video outside that I got upset. He did a little video. Somebody screenshotted to me. In my video, I clearly identified, and I shared you guys. Somebody said, "Or are you going to address Ann Lorient?" I'm not speaking on her name. And I want to talk slow. God, I'm doing a live. Really now? I want to talk slow so you guys can understand. Give me a minute. I want to talk slow so you guys can understand. And I got upset. I said, you see how shady he is? We sat down. We signing paper. We agreed. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm going to leave you alone. You're going to leave me alone. We're going to move forward. I said,
She said she gonna be quiet. She gonna leave him alone. Yet till this day, she's still talking about him nonstop. Still talks about him nonstop. Supposedly called his number while she was on a live with Lennon. Called him a bitch. All of that. But I thought you were leaving him alone. You weren't gonna speak on him. Okay. You see how that goes?
Let them know I'm gonna drop a video. Let them know I'm gonna drop a video. He shouldn't have done that. I'm petty like that. You're gonna be petty. I'm gonna be petty. And they had me. Oh, she was in a park. No, my property, and I'm not flexing. She's always flexing on YouTube. I'm not flexing. I have a lot of room on my property. I was outside my property. She was so uncomfortable. She knew I was gonna lie. If you guys go back to the video, she's there. She's rushing me through that video. The bank was already closed. It was late. It's getting dark. In the video, you could tell the transition. And I'm like, and then, you know what? I take responsibility too. I'm not just going to throw this all on him, but he did me wrong. Because in the video, I said, look, I didn't even catch a check. It's still upstairs. I screenshot. So, did I elaborate? I didn't. It's YouTube. All y'all need to know, I got this money. That's all we need to know. I got this money. I'm getting excited. I do not want to get excited. When I get excited, y'all can't understand me, and we lose the message. Okay? All I wanted to know is I got this money. That's all. I got this money. So, Mr. Honor, that day when we talked, Mr. Honor said, you need to come up. I'm like, no. We're going to go sign the disclosure. When everything is done, I'm going to come on the show, tell the family I got paid. The day the check came, that's one day. I screenshot that check to you by request. The day I went to sign everything, that's 2 days.
So the day that the check came, but you literally just said that you got a live check when you were there.
And then the following day, I got on your show. That's 2.5 days. When I got on the show, it was late. It was like, I don't know, he had me on at 8 or 9 p.m. Now, where are we going to ask him for accountability? Yes, Marianne, you sent him. Yes, I sent that check. I never denied I sent that check. I came on the show, I said I sent the check. Yes, I sent that check. Well, you need to tell, you can't cash that check. Did I elaborate enough? And then, but why'd you? And some people, Marianne, we supported you. Were here. You came blazing. Why'd you do them like that? Let me tell y'all. Now we're gonna talk, family. We're gonna talk. Let me tell you why I came with such aggression on this show. This was Wednesday. Leonard's show was on Thursday. Let me tell you why I came with so much aggression. Wednesday. Look, I'm new. Just like some of these content creators, they got their ace people who send them video, who send them message, who send them everything. I don't know how
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna
genuine
skip
the
ahead
ace
a
that
little
I have,
bit.
but I got ace too.
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit here. She's not talking about anything. So let's just skip ahead just a little bit so we can watch her play victim.
Somebody reach out to me. Somebody. So listen, even though I get emotional, I'm someone who moves with strategic. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay. And then the person's like, if I were you, I would jump ship because he's gonna throw you over. If you let Leonard throw you over, you're never gonna recover. If you jump ship, now you're gonna take a hit. You're gonna take a hit.
What does this have to do with anything? You see, just buffering. Still no receipts, no proof. All we got is a phone call to the bank to say thank you. Follow up with a thank you, I'm sorry. And you muted the phone when you were speaking to her regarding the amount. You muted just for the amount only.
You'll recover, but it ain't gonna be on the level like you are now. And I'm like, you know what? I'm front and back. That's in text. Nah, Mr. Honor, we're not gonna do this in the YouTube street. We will.
Okay, right here, she's just reiterating that Lennon Honor asked her for the check. He never said he didn't ask you for the check. But also, you have to understand that you volunteered the information to him. So, of course, he's going to ask for proof. So, there's no argument there. Like she's saying, he asked, he asked, he asked. Okay, and?
Not do that. You understand? He asked for it. I didn't just like deliberately gave him something. There was no malice here. That's my boy. You asked for it, I gave it to you. If I could rewind and redo it again, 3 days, I can't recall. I talked to him. I said, Miss Honor, I know there's this content creator that's coming at me. Oh, just ignore him. I said, but me and Lene, you brought us both on YouTube. Can you sit down as both of our mentors? Oh, no, I don't get involved in stuff like that. He was very dismissive. And I'm like, yeah, Mr. Honor, I think if you.
Yeah, he was dismissive because that's not his problem. You and Lene have an issue that has nothing to do with Lennon. Okay, so why does he have to get in the middle of it? He's not a combative person, so he doesn't need to get in the middle of it. And why are we talking about your disinterest or whatever you have going on with Lene that has nothing to do with the check?
Come in and just, I'm not asking you to pick side, but just sit with us. He shot it down. I'm like, all right, he's my mentor. He's been on YouTube. He know how to move in these YouTube street. Okay? Wednesday, I knew Leonard no. I'm sitting to see, okay, when is he gonna reach to me? But I'm a type of person. Yo, I make move. Out of sheer panic, I'm like, man, I gotta protect him. I gotta protect him and I gotta protect myself. I don't have visual of the check. I don't have this. Because when I screenshotted, that check was exchanged. I got a level. I don't have that check. I don't have that check. So let me tell y'all what I did. I got in my car. I went to Dollar Bank. I walked in there, and you know what? I wasn't crazy. There was line. There was 1, 2, 3 Taylor. There's people in all line. I'm like, I'm not sitting here in line. Gently. I'm not gonna lie. I said.
So now she's saying she went to the bank, the Dollar Bank, and she raised some hell up there and blase, blase. But clearly, all you did was call, right? That's all you did. You just called. Because if you went to the bank, you would have come out of there with some kind of documentation as proof, which you don't have and you're not providing still. So you went up there. I guess her reason for going up there was to find out where the money came from. But remember, she literally just said that Umar Johnson's name was in a memo. She said Umar Johnson's name was in a memo, but she redacted it. Why redact it? Why redact it in the memo if his name's in there? I mean, there's nothing illegal about that. Showing a memo on a check if everything is redacted, you could have simply showed the memo, but you didn't. This is just ridiculous.
Speak to the branch manager. I need to speak to the branch manager right now. White folks don't like when voices are elevated. Customers returning, tailors are looking.
We don't care.
And then, hold on, baby, are looking. And then this lady approached me, Cass, I'm the branch manager. Do you want to come out? I said, no, I don't need to come in your office. I said, I'm adding pressure. This is me doing technique. I said, last year, 2025, I got a check from Dollar Bank for $68,600. That's a large number. Please come in my office. I said, wait a minute now. I said, because what's going to happen is y'all going to have to call the police for me, because I before I leave this branch, I need some answer. I need some answer. I said, I'm alarmed because the name on the check, I don't know, but in the memo, I know the name that was in the memo. Did the check bounce? I said, no, the check cleared. But
Okay, you literally just said that you sat down with the attorneys and got a live check. And you needed his name to be on a check, and they said that they could put his name in a memo, and you was cool with that.
You know who? Okay, please. I'm trying to work with you. I'm gonna work with you. Come in the office. And when I went in the office, that's when she reached to these security people, explaining the situation. I'm sitting there patiently, and then the Debbie, that woman I just talked to, her boss got on the phone. Her boss got and said, look, you know what? I'm going to have my best agent on this matter. Calm down. I'm glad the check cleared. We're just going to try to work with you. I don't really know what you want. The check clear. I said, I need to know who money I got.
Oh my God. And like Lennon said last night, literally, she's just doing this to buy herself time to think of more lies. It's really sad because you just said that you sat down with the attorneys and you got a live check and his name just had to be on the check and they put it. So why wouldn't you raise hell at that point in time? And why didn't you want to know who the money came from then while you was sitting down with him? Because she's making it seem like she was sitting down with the attorneys and with Umar personally. Where was this at? What state? Because we know he didn't come to Ohio to do it. Nor did you ever say that you traveled to Pennsylvania or Delaware or anything like that to do this meeting. But go ahead.
I need to know. It's paid to Ann Lorient. I said, you're going to call the police. I got to protect myself. I'm thinking honor. I'm thinking me. Listen, when I tell you my stress level was up, my stress level was up. They're like, look, in Ohio, we have the HIPAA law. We can't just give you. How do you cash a check? You don't. I'm like, we need some answer. They're like, I promise you. This is what he told me. I promise you, before the business is there, I'm going to have my best agent reach you. I left. This was Wednesday. Don, we're not going to play this type of game. I'm still a mom. In real world. YouTube's not real. Just in case some of y'all didn't realize that. We come on YouTube to get information. We come on YouTube to share our thought. We come on YouTube to be entertained, to have laugh, and then a camaraderie is formed. But once we turn it off, the real world's out there. So I left. I'm getting my kids. We came home. I'm cooking dinner. Now, when I'm home, my phone is not on my hip. It's not on my hip. I set the phone down. I took the dog to her. She called and left that message. And I'm like, I'm not playing with these people. I'm going back to this bank because I ain't got no call. And then the message was there. I called her immediately. I left. I went straight down there. I said, you know, Debbie, I don't know what's going on. I got this check. I need you to find this check. Here's my name. Here's my driver's license. Yo, they were on it. They're like, okay, the check cleared. We can't just, there's HIPAA laws. I understand that. Call her. Call her, because before I leave here, I'm calling the police. I got to protect myself. I need to know where this money came from. Because the person name and memo is in question. And I'm like, I'm slapping y'all with a lawsuit. So cooperate with me, and everybody could be happy. She, okay, step out the office. Let me call. They call that woman. And then she's like, well, she's willing to talk to you. The minute I got on the phone, I recognized the sister. I said, you know what? I'm in these people's bank. You need to come here. Because I need you to clarify some stuff for me. You need to come here, and you do not come. See, I got a good heart. I said, I don't want to bring no authority in here. She's like, but the check clear. What you mad about? I said, don't worry about what I'm mad. I need to meet you in person. I need to talk to you. I need to clear some stuff. That girl came. We talked with that girl, and I'm like,
All right, so basically she ends the video with zero proof, zero documents, no copy of the check, no deposit, and basically no answers. She's doing all of this talking, zero answers. She's a liar. And I hate that. I hate that. I really do. Um, I do want to go back to the part where she muted the phone. So let's go back there real quick before we get out of here.
yes.
Okay.
Lorant?
No. And that little grace, I'm not mad with anybody. I'm going to extend grace to everyone. Everyone. The grace that wasn't extended to me. Okay. And then after this, there's a lot. I'm going to give y'all a lot today. I hope y'all got your pen and pad. Now, keep in mind, this call was Wednesday. Leonard went live on Thursday. All right, let's jot that down. Hello, this is Ann Lorient. How are you? I was just calling to say thank you for the follow-up with the check you helped me for the Dollar Branch Bank in Avon, Ohio for the $68,600.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, Debbie. I know you're very busy, but all right, let's jot that down. Hello.
Security, this is Debbie.
Debbie, this is Ann Lorient. How are you? I was just calling to say thank you for the follow-up with the check you helped me for the Dollar Branch Bank in Avon, Ohio for the $68,600.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, Debbie. I know you're very busy, but my mother brought me up to follow it to thank you. You were swift. You were kind. I was just calling to say thank you for the follow-up with the check you helped me for the Dollar Branch Bank in Avon, Ohio for the $68,600.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, Debbie. I know you're very...
Are you kidding me? I just had to play that back, and I'll probably make a separate video with a little bit more condensed. But as you guys see, when she said those words for the 68,600, whatever the number is, she muted, and then she unmuted just for that quick, those couple of words. And that is astounding. This lady thinks she's slick. She is a liar. And again, as y'all see the whole video, she came with no receipts. Again, the way this call should have went was, hey, Debbie, can you verify what was the amount of that check? And Debbie should have said, oh, it was for 68,600. Okay, can you tell me when that check was deposited? Oh, it was deposited on this day, this month, and this year. That's how that conversation should have went. Can you tell me the exact day that the money cleared? The money cleared on XYZ day of XYZ month, XYZ year. this lady really just called the bank to say thank you. She is a weirdo, dude. This is crazy. So before I get out of here, we're just gonna look at the check again briefly here. This is the check that she says she deposited, the one that has "this is not a real check" on there. She says from Dollar Bank, but this is how Dollar Bank checks look. Y'all see those numbers on the bottom? You see how the memo is on the bottom left and not on the right side, like hers? I mean, they're clearly from two different places, and the check that we see here is just simply not real. The back of this check is, I'm sorry, the check itself, the back of this check is plain white paper because it's not a check. And then she gave the back of a real check because this is not a real check, clearly. But no numbers, no nothing. When the Dollar Bank check apparently looks like this. And of course, she did her video and her comments are turned off. Bring the king to accountability. Are you serious, lady? This man took accountability that he shouldn't have taken. Because I get he missed it, but I think it was more so a thing of he went live and he showed the check during the live, so he wasn't looking at it that hard. But he's already apologized and he's been very accountable as far as him missing it, and which that's not a big deal. It's not really his job to, and I get it. He wants to be very thorough and everything like that, and I understand that. And he feels like he should have vetted it and looked at it more closely and caught the issue, but nothing is his fault. Period. He did nothing wrong at all. So he apologized and he definitely took accountability. So I'm not understanding this stupid title to her video. And let's also take a look at this. This is just how a check typically looks. Y'all see those numbers at the bottom? All of them have numbers at the bottom, but somehow your check looks like this and all it has is this phone number on the bottom that you didn't call. But like, follow, subscribe, and I will be posting a shorter version of this video showing that she muted. It'll likely be a short. But thank you for watching, and everybody take care.